got the little man, you got the big man, and you got the bigger man.
And I'm not sure if I'm crazy about the every little thing she does is magic knockoff on the new countdown, but we'll get that sorted in due time. Anyways, I'm Kellen Nitro, and welcome to, I almost did the wrap up of the show. No, we haven't done the show yet. We're doing it right now. It's Nitro's Take Live. We're taking a look at ECW's Barely Legal 1997, an opinion and a review tonight here on the channel. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. I've noticed that we've gotten a slug of new subscribers as of late here on the channel. And if you're coming over from my other channel, Nitromaniac TV's Drag Files, welcome to the channel and to the show. If this is your first time, we'll go through the format. It's a classic pay-per-view review show with varying, I guess, varying experiences of fandom that we do. It's kind of like Oprah's book club, but for wrestling nerds. It's what we do. It's what it is. I am the hardcore fan, the kind of the diehard that knows all the lore and all the history behind the wrestling that has happened in history and that stuff. We'll bring in the lapsed fan next. It's our favorite lapsed fan. It's Mr. TL. How you doing, sir?
Good. And I actually thought that opening countdown was more of a Human Nature by Michael Jackson.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. That had the same type of synth to it, same synthy sound.
That's what I was hearing.
That's a good callback for sure. Absolutely. We're going to also bring in a guy who's also a fellow historian, and we've recently welcomed him into the fold, into like the core four, if you will. It's Mr. Morehouse. How are you?
I'm good. I'm supposed to be the sixth of the group, so I'm the new X-Pac. Okay. Everyone hates me.
So you're running around with the camera? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I believe, the new intro needs a little more synchronicity to it.
I see what you did there. You didn't sting me with any comment that you just made there. I'm just saying that right now.
Hey, every breath you take, boy.
Oh, a do a da. Anyway, and we got our fourth. Our fourth is you have to experience him to know him, to love him. And he is, or to even like him, I guess. He is just the OG dude. It is the one and only Mr. Craig Fraser. How are you?
I'm really hoping that we don't have any run-ins today at all.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, God, he's down. Somebody call an ambulance. He's not getting up.
Yeah, he delivered his last leg drop, I believe.
Oh, God, I had to shut the door. Sorry, that was unexpected.
You got me, brother.
Now,
I'm done.
Now he threw me for a loop here with this one, because I think we were discussing off in the chat and that's prior into this that you were going to do maybe a Matt Hardy version 1 type entrance here. Is that what we were discussing?
I was just simply stating that is actually one of my top 10 of wrestling themes.
Okay.
We should do a discussion, top 10 theme songs or something.
Gotcha. Because hey, there we go. Something for the future. Because I went through and I got all these little slugs made up for tonight. This one, basically Oxygen Needs Craig Fraser. We got this one too. Various Craig Fraser facts will pop up during the show tonight. So
I did build the University of Alberta Hospital. That's true.
And remember, these aren't Craig Fraser jokes. They're Craig Fraser facts. Yes.
And you have to be careful with Craig Fraser facts.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do have to admit that I completely BS'd a social studies report when I was in grade 5 about Canadian colonization. I thought
Okay.
I made up a report that Jacques Cartier, John Cabot, and Anthony Henday all came together at the same time, and they were buddies, and they went across Canada together, even though there are hundreds of years in between all three of them.
Yes. They all got together in Spain one time and were like, hey, there's this new country. We should go check it out. Yeah, okay. Boys trip.
There was also a very controversial otter report. I had to do a report in grade 3 on river otters.
Okay.
I don't know how valid that was. So you have to be careful with Craig Fraser facts.
Ah, okay. Yes, for sure. Yes.
You also convinced one of our J school teachers that your name was Sauron.
That was more their. It was very clearly a joke. It was like I even drew the Eye of Sauron on it, and they had no idea. And so I was like, "Oh, you just don't get out much."
She really didn't. She really thought your name was Sauron.
It was, yeah.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Sauron.
I see you.
You're so funny, Mr. Sauron.
You're so funny, Sauron.
Brings up our next Craig Fraser fact for tonight. So there we go. When Craig Fraser left for college, he shook his dad's hand, looked him in the eye, and said, "You're the man of the house now." So there we
Nice.
go.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that to my dad, and he would be so, "What? What'd you say?"
It makes it funnier because Craig's dad looks like from inside the actor studios James Lipton.
Oh, cool.
Except
he
has Craig's voice.
Yeah.
So it's really funny.
He just has a goatee and glasses, but I don't see all of them.
He also had the slick back hair and was a principal. But anywho.
Yeah, exactly. That's neither here nor there or whatever. So
what is here?
Yeah, ECW's first pay-per-view. Yes, we're going to take a look at it from April 18th of 1997. It is Barely Legal 1997, hence the name of the Nitro Steak Live tonight. So if anybody's got any memories of what they were doing or first time they saw this or any opinions that pop on during the show, please go ahead and throw them into the comment boxes as we roll along tonight and that stuff. And, a couple of things to lead into. First, this show has been scheduled and rescheduled so many freaking times that this is the cursed ECW Barely Legal show. I've officially named it such.
Hey, bitches.
Yeah.
It's summertime.
It is.
And we got lives.
It is.
We got things to do. People to see.
Well, I can't even use that excuse. It's just I don't know how to schedule. That's it. I can't read a calendar to save my life, apparently. So
you fired.
Yes, exactly.
That's grade 1, dude. I don't even have your grade 1. Even Ricky has his grade 11.
It would help if I put in ACW Barely Legal instead of Barley Legal. That's another thing.
Barley Legal.
Again, grade 1 spelling.
That could be that could be a ECW microbrew, maybe. Maybe somebody in Philadelphia is doing it.
But I mean, if you're gonna misspell Barely Legal on a pay-per-view for a podcast, it has to be an ECW pay-per-view. It makes sense.
Yes.
That would be, let's misspell it on purpose.
All right.
It's extreme being wrong.
Exactly. So we're gonna backtrack here a little bit to start, because we can't talk about ECW Barely Legal without talking about Beyond
Frank
the
Gotch
Mat.
and George Hackenschmidt back in 1897.
Oh my God!
We're not going that far back.
Professional
No.
wrestling as we know it.
No.
Pat O'Connor came out then.
Lou Fez.
John Jangleheimer Schmidt.
His name is my name too, apparently.
Continue,
Grandpa
Grandpa.
was a wrestler.
The Beyond the Mat piece. So you guys have all seen either the documentary or that bit from the documentary. And that bit we're talking about is the infamous, I guess it's not so much a promo as it is like a pregame fire-up from Paul Heyman to the ECW roster going into their first pay-per-view. And it's affectionately titled by wrestling fans as The Dance. And so I'm just going to open it up for general discussion. What are your guys' thoughts of that? Like, is that the sound of a coherent leader at the time, because don't forget he's running things in ECW at the time. He is the be all end all catch all of everything in '97.
He's just doing a rah speech for anybody who happens to be on cocaine and wants to get up.
You were outcast everywhere else. They said you weren't good enough. They said you weren't big enough. Well, here we're gonna show everybody.
Yeah. Blah blah blah. Get in the fucking ring.
Well, that's an interesting point, Ty, because I was thinking, because I watched it after the speech.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, this, I don't know. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Could have been a work in the sense that this was for the fans. This was like fan fodder. This was fan feed. The fans would watch that and go like, oh yeah, that's epic. Paul, he's fired up. Right. Because I was also thinking, I was like, these guys are professional wrestlers. These guys are getting paid money. They're, yeah, sure. Maybe some of them been told you suck from WCW, WWF at the time. And yeah, sure. But like, these guys are paid professionals. They know what they got to do. Like if you're the Dudleys, if you're Sabu, if you're Rob Van Dam, if you're, Mike Awesome, whoever, no, he wasn't on this card, but
no, yeah.
You're like, I know what I got to go out there and do. You're paying me. Like, don't come into the middle of the room and start going like, all of you. Like, he's like don't give me the Al Pacino speech. Sunday. Like, you gotta look at the guy next to you. It's like, buddy, I know him.
Look into his eyes.
Look into his eyes.
Our time. This is
6 inches. Through your face.
It kind of reminds it kind of yeah.
All it is.
I was gonna say, it kind of reminds me of the pregame speech you see in the championship game from the side that loses.
Yeah.
It's not the side that wins. It's because the side that wins usually has the coach that's like really calm and it's like, okay, guys, we've been here a million times. Just the stakes are a little bit higher, but finish your checks, blah 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 blah, and
No,
right?
You don't.
It's clearly scripted, and it's clearly just for DVD and for camera because they had cameras there present.
Yeah.
If there was no cameras, I don't think the speech would have been anywhere like that. It could have been like, "Hey guys, this is a big shot for us. Let's give it our go.
Yeah.
If mistakes happen, so be it. But we're going to give it 100% out there."
And watch your timing.
Yeah.
Which they did not during the show. Spoilers.
I imagine Paulie's real speech would have been like, "We're on pay-per-view. This might never happen again. Make sure you're on time. Don't fuck it up. No penises."
Paul. What about my paycheck? I didn't clear last week.
It's already in the mail.
It's in the mail. I'm gonna get it. Okay.
Yeah.
It is 97. It would be in the mail.
It's in the mail. It's in the mail.
No transfers.
Yeah. Absolutely in the mail. So there we go. Man, yeah. So that was as the boys have talked about, this is the first ECW pay-per-view. Now, the road to this, of course, we all know the kind of the backstory behind it, and is that they were supposed to start doing pay-per-views in 1996, got pulled after the mass transit incident, and weren't sure if they ever were going to have another shot at pay-per-view. And then I guess In Demand signed a deal over Christmas of 96 to get them going in 97. And then we start seeing the lead up on, of all things, WWF television for this pay-per-view in like February, which kind of kicks off with that Monday Night Raw where half of the roster was in Germany and the other half was in the States at the Manhattan Center. Because they had a thin card, they decided to throw some ECW matches on it. And it was like the ECW quote unquote invasion of Monday Night Raw, which in itself maybe one day deserves kind of a look at by the panel for a review, but because that's kind of a fascinating show in itself. But yeah, so that's kind of the start of the genesis of the point where we have these interruptions on Monday Night Raw leading into this August 13, 1997 date for the pay-per-view, and they had this pay-per-view. And this pay-per-view apparently didn't start until about 9 p.m. Eastern on April 13th. It was a later start, which was part of the agreement. The first ECW pay-per-views didn't start at, prime time or anything like that. It was at a later hour because of the kayfabe of the time of the product, right? So
their audience is probably fine with
7
that.
o'clock Mountain, 6 o'clock Pacific time.
Yeah, still 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, but yeah, it's still way later for the East Coast, which was primarily ECW's target audience. Should mention too, we didn't get it up here at all. It was strictly just in the U.S. the first 2 years of ECW pay-per-view. The first ECW pay-per-view we got up here was September of 99, Anarchy Rules 99, in which we all have done a review for, and you can go back and check that out on the channel. So, yes, indeedy. Well, as we start, we'll summon it. We're going to summon it right now. Undertaker! Below everybody is the Nitromaniac TV's Undertaker with all the news and results from the card that we are reviewing from April 13th, 1997. It is barely legal. And as you can see, there were a couple of dark matches that weren't shown on the pay-per-view. And I don't think were even recorded for tape or television posterity's sake or anything like that. So, I mean, you had Louis Spicolli defeating Balls Mahoney in 5 minutes. And then you have Chris Chetti and JT Smith defeating Lil Guido and Tommy Rich of the Full-Blooded Italians. No time recorded for that match on Wikipedia at all. Just a dash. So, nobody knows how long it went.
Except the fans who endured it.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. And TL's giving the Wolfpack side, so... What's with the random Wolfpack sign? I don't know.
I don't know. It's my way of just saying, hey.
Hey, okay.
Mahalo.
I'd rather watch the Wolfpack stuff going on.
Woo! A quick reminder, too. Another Craig fact. Craig Fraser went to the Virgin Islands. Now they're just called the Islands.
I can't confirm or deny what happened on the Virgin Islands.
It's funny because I'm West Indian.
Oh, no.
How you could defile my islands?
I thought, aren't you Trinidad? I thought, or no.
The West Indies. That's what Trinidad is in.
Yes, Trinidad and Tobago.
The part of the Caribbean that doesn't speak Spanish,
Yeah.
that's all like Jamaica-y, is called the West Indies.
Okay, so I've learned something new. There you go.
Yes.
Very good.
Fun,
Exciting wrestling content.
fun
I will
fact.
say consent was thoroughly established.
You got it. It's 2025. You have to explain that for everybody. Yes, absolutely. You have to make sure everybody knows that. Go ahead. No, it doesn't make.
Can we start this shithole thing?
We already have. We're just rolling along.
No, we
with
haven't.
it.
We're talking about dark matches.
We're talking about dark
okay.
matches. The theme song didn't even kick in yet. The theme song.
The warning, please do not record this. Hasn't popped up yet.
Where's my Joey? I can't find my Joey here. Anyway, Joey Styles opens up the show and is standing in the ring, and then all of a sudden the Dudley Boys walk to the ring, and it's time for our first contest of the evening, which is
No good, sir. No.
Okay, go.
Joey Styles is standing in the ring doing I don't know what, getting the crowd ready. The Dudley Boys come in. They start some kind of sketch, and then it cuts to the theme song, and then they're right back in the ring.
Yeah.
Doing where they picked up.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
I think that was a production botch. I really do.
Good
I was gonna say,
job.
I always notice, like, whenever we've done a few ECW shows now.
Yes.
We've even done a couple of WCW, and it's like ECW, even compared to like WCW or WWF, the production is it's so much more bare bones. It's stripped down.
Horrible.
It's like
Well,
three men and a keyboard.
you
Yeah,
saw
exactly.
you saw what their production office was in the Beyond a Mat clip. It was
Yeah.
Three guys
Paul
with a
Heyman's
keyboard.
mom's basement in
And that keyboard's
Scarsdale, New
attached
York.
to a typewriter.
Yep.
They're doing
Good Lord.
promos while mom's doing the ironing, and that's this is like this is very rudimentary stuff at the time, right? So
There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti, yeah.
Have
but
you ever heard Christopher Walken when he raps 8 Mile?
I can imagine.
He's like vomit on his sweater.
all right.
Already.
Mom's spaghetti.
Geez, so all right.
Lose yourself.
Lose yourself in the music, the moment.
So to make this clear, I think the majority of us watched the version that I threw on the Nitro Drive, which was the WWE home video version.
It's the only one available.
It's the only one available. It's a bonus to this DVD set from the 06 One Night Stand.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
So it has been edited from its original version, and that is very apparent in the theme songs and dub overs and stuff like that.
There is a version of this show that is unedited that exists on the internet. I have recently found out.
It's okay.
Meh, too late now.
It's if you hit up the Internet Archive and type in ECW Barely Legal, you're gonna look like
make sure you put ECW in front. Make sure you put ECW
yes. Otherwise, you're going to get some stuff that might get you fired from your job. So anyway, there we go.
I'm sorry. You think we watched this while we worked?
I technically finished early and I started watching it. So I was technically on the clock, but
you would finish early.
Well,
Virgin Islands,
you could talk.
Here's the man who killed
talk to the Virgin Islands and see him. I finished early.
He is the man that killed 2 stones with 1 bird. So there we go.
He went to the Virgin Islands and they weren't happy after.
Oh, ouch. Anyways, yeah. ECW World Tag Team Championship on the line. It is the Dudleys who are the champions taking on the Eliminators, which is Saturn and Cronus. So Perry Saturn and John Cronus at the time make up the Eliminators. The runtime for this thing,
the Eliminators,
is 6 minutes and 11 seconds.
On Birdman's helmet. The crest on Birdman's helmet.
Yes, absolutely. just nerding out. I love it. 6 minutes and 11 seconds, and what is an elongated squash to open your pay-per-view. Very questionable match to open up your pay-per-view. This is the first time you're offering your product on pay-per-view. Why would you have a squash on your pay-per-view to open up said pay-per-view? I do not get
squash. I didn't really like. I was like, okay, sweet. We're opening with the Dudleys. Not impressed with this match. I thought the best performer in the ring was Perry Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was just kind of like, all right, they got the belts now. I mean, I guess again, I'm watching this out of context. I've never seen this pay-per-view before. I never watched this. So like, maybe if you were more into it as a fan, maybe you guys were like, oh, this was a little bit better. But for me, I was watching it like coming in cold. Like,
yes.
Why did this have to happen? Like I didn't care. Like there was nothing. Like I didn't see anything in the match. Where I was like, well, yeah, they deserve that win.
Yeah, exactly.
I was very much with you, Craig. There, yeah, I came in with no knowledge of this pay-per-view. This is my first time watching. I wasn't an ECW fan.
Okay.
And yeah, why would you open up with the a squash match? My notes here. People say AEW is all spot wrestling. I prove you wrong.
Has to come from somewhere.
Squash is an opener. Are you high? And how did this company survive? Oh wait.
Spoiler alert! It didn't. But
it's also a good idea. Yeah, how about have the tag team that wins the belt come out with fluorescent pink undies?
I think the gear they were wearing was the least of the problems here.
It was part of it.
Candy pink.
It was part of it.
I don't know. The pink trunks are kind of fresh. I like it.
Yeah, it's
shiny pink trunks.
This is 97, so the day glow is
with
still
their junk
big.
Just hanging out the front, just tenting the whole match.
Yeah,
I mean that's what did it for the Virgin Islands when I was there.
Will you stop? Listen, this made no sense because the Dudley boys come out there, cut a promo, get interrupted by the theme song, pick up the promo, then get destroyed by the Eliminators.
Yep.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Also, why is it Why is there no tags in a tag team match? Why is it just Tornado?
And
also, if it is Tornado,
in ECW is supposed to be hardcore.
Okay, so if they're all hardcore and you don't need to tag, why do you have tag team champions?
So it's 2-on-2. That's all instead of 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Well, then they're pairs champions. They're not a tag team. They don't tag.
That would be the better choice. Yeah, pairs champion.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Maybe because I again, like, was that pretty standard for all ECW tag matches? Just tornado tag?
Yeah, basically. I mean,
So
there were a few that followed the letter of the law. but they were very minute in numbers.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Guys,
why
on this
do you
pay-per-view,
have-
we're going to face you in a normal tag match. Oh,
That's, do you imagine? That's,
Like in theory,
that's the antithesis of ECW. It's like, ooh.
like if I'm going to play devil's advocate just for a quick second, I
Mm.
guess if you're trying to go for like extreme championship, we're different than the other guys. Then like at the time, I guess it kind of makes like it's a tag match, but there's no stupid standing at the rope and waiting for your guy to tag. That's not extreme. We're just in there with bats and chairs and hitting each other all the time. That's more extreme.
Well, then it's not wrestling. Why do you need ropes? Why do you need a ring?
Yeah.
Why don't you
ECW
just
half
have
the
a-
time wasn't wrestling.
Yeah, why don't you just have some cardboard boxes on the ground and that you stole from the breakdancers and
Yeah.
just beat each other with bottles?
Yeah.
Glass ones.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
at the time they drew enough in house, like that was working for the audience.
Well,
at the time.
All
was-
500 of them in
they-
the bingo hall? Nice.
because the attendance is sold out for this in venue. It's
But how many tickets
1,500.
were copped? How many tickets did they give away?
Well, that's I don't know, but
How many can you fit in a bingo hall? 500 people, maybe?
1,500
big
attendance,
bingo hall.
and I guess the gate
bingo-
was
It's a
66.5.
bingo dome.
So.
Bitch, a high school assembly has the same attendance, depending on where you go.
I just read the numbers. That's all I'm doing.
Ugh.
I'm just
unimpressed.
reading the numbers. So,
Hey, Hat Guy was there. We're all happy.
so- he's everywhere in Philly. We get a Sandman vignette, and it was overdubbed by the WWE home video staff. It probably has like Metallica or Megadeth or something over top of it. And,
Also, did you notice that the tag team championship belts were just the WWF Intercontinental belts
titles
with the
that are
words
reskinned?
ECW? Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell? Why?
So-
Vince, can I borrow some belts as well as some money?
Yeah. Morehouse, you are exactly right. That's what's happening at this point.
Oh, also,
what you're
remember the end?
effectively watching right now in the early stages of 97, that stuff, is WWF's developmental territory. This is where they would send their prospects as well, too, between this and Memphis.
Also, did we mention the end of the match where the manager of the Dudley Boys, he just wears a jacket with no shirt?
Joel
Joe
Gertner,
Gertner,
yeah.
Yeah, he gets to the ring and says, "You didn't really win the champions." Blue. And then they hit him with an eliminator. There's the
Yeah.
photo.
There it is right there.
That
Sure.
was flat as a plate of piss. Like, what the hell was that?
There was a little bit of a pop from the crowd, but not a loud one. It was kind of like, ah, ha, ha, and then that was it.
That was lame.
Mhm. Yes.
Well, it kind
So-
of just doesn't make sense because like your team that you're managing loses the belts, and then you get up there and go, "You didn't actually win the belts." It's like, well, they did.
Yeah.
Everybody just saw them do it, so you kind of
Yeah.
just take away from the legitimacy of the match that just happened.
Yeah, it's like, okay, why did we have a match then if that's the case? If you're
I don't
That's
know
the
why
best
we had
you
a
could do.
match, to be honest.
Also, watching this match made me realize this is all the Young Bucks do, is what the Eliminators do. But the Young Bucks do it more shittily.
well,
Like I
and
said,
you also
AEW
you
a lot-
also drew the parallel, did you not? That the Eliminators are closer to more like the Revival or FTR than
No,
any tag team.
I didn't say that. I never said that.
Oh, okay.
I never
Must
said
have misread that then. Anyway, whatever.
no, the
My
Eliminators kind of
mistake.
look like FTR, but they don't wrestle at all like FTR.
No. They wrestle like two Rob Van Dams split apart.
Yes, that's a fair. Except one's
In a company that has
okay.
a Rob Van Dam already in it.
Redundant, maybe.
Mhm.
Redundant, you are. Sorry.
But you also have to understand that that's maybe the only type of wrestler ECW could attract at this moment as well. It's
High
this
flying
style.
weirdos.
Yeah, basically, and just hardcore brawlers.
You know, it would have helped if they had a tag team division where they did tag team matches.
You're right.
They got the Mahoney and Rottens.
So, anyway, we go back to Joey Styles up on top of the bird's nest or wherever he's broadcasting out of, and says that the match between Chris Candido and Lance Storm will not happen due to an injury. And Chris is in the ring, says he is upset because he felt like he's off the pay-per-view. And then I'm like, well, you're hurt, dude. Chill. Like he physically
But
can't.
He's on the pay-per-view. He's on there. I'm watching him right now.
On the pay-per-view cutting and promos. So I don't know. You tell me what's happening at that point.
This was the best promo of the night, and that's
That's hilarious.
Wow.
That's hilarious. And kind of true. Yeah.
Lance Storm comes out and he shakes Chris's hand, walking to the ring, kind of hesitantly though. And the injury replacement is named, and it is Rob Van Dam, who was initially not booked on this show. Somebody
That's
tell me why
bullshit.
you.
Which is crazy.
That's bullshit. He was booked on the show for later in the night to do the same spot that he ends up doing.
Ah, yes.
In the
He
Sabu
is booked
match.
on the show, just not
He is
for a
booked on the show.
match.
Not for a match, yes.
He's in the Sabu, and we'll talk about later. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Absolutely. There we go. Yeah.
So that's horseshit.
But Van Dam is the injury replacement for Candido. I thought competitive match. Maybe it should have been the opener. This match would be right at home in AEW or ROH today, actually. And the finish for this thing, well, the runtime for it was 10 minutes and 10 seconds. And the finish for this thing, oh my goodness. Lance Storm hits RVD with some weak chair shots. And then RVD hits the Van Daminator into a backflip splash into a 1-2-3. And I mean, that the crowd was kind of with Lance throughout the match. And then when he started hitting RVD with the chair, it was over at that point. It was all of a sudden, that's a heel turn. Because those were some of the most limp-wristed chair shots I think I've ever seen.
Right. I heard Lance Storm explain this. He said that Rob didn't put his hands up, so he was afraid to hit him in the head. So he just went soft with it because he wasn't sure if he was ever going to put his hands up, and he didn't. He just took those straight to the face.
Oh,
and Lance Storm did not want to do that.
Did not like that at all. The crowd did not buy that.
This was Lance's first ECW appearance, so he's trying to be very cautious, I'm sure.
He is fresh from Japan at this point, and the Wrestle and Romance promotion, War.
Also, his rat tail looks stupid.
He's a Jedi Knight. He's an apprentice. He's a Jedi apprentice.
Oh, come on. About a year and a half earlier, he was with Chris Jericho tagging in Smoky Mountain, and he was their kind of like their the new version of the Rock and Roll Express down there.
I kind of like this match, but it did remind me a lot of your local indie wrestling shows match, which would feature your incoming talent from a previous organization.
That's right. The guy from across town that you just picked up because he got pissed off at the promoter and his payouts, and so he's coming to work for you now.
I also hate the idea that you can hit someone 3 times with a chair, but then you can still get up and get the Van Terminator. Like, fucking sell. Idiots.
Yeah. But still, I think that I think honestly, if they would have ran with this as the opener, it would have been a better opener than the tag titles. So,
yeah, I agree.
It does kind of say something though that like you have the the really well trained, because I believe Lance Storm he not only from Calgary but dungeon trainee.
Yeah.
So really well trained technical wrestler coming in ECW, and you have the ECW guy that's like, yeah, just lay in the chair shots. I won't put my hands up, and he's like, that is not the way you should be doing this.
No.
Right.
And so I'm gonna try and protect you, but I'm gonna look like an idiot in doing so, and then just kick the chair into my face, I suppose. I was gonna say, besides the finish, I thought this was a great match because Lance Storm, great technical wrestler.
Yeah,
I think RVD at this point was still very young and had some maybe not as gifted as a wrestler as others, but like I would still say a very Hall of Fame caliber entertainer, performer, wrestler that did some pretty good spots in his day, like the frog splashes and all the rolling thunders and stuff. So yeah, you got 2 really good names in there, and it was
I called him a good martial arts spot monkey.
And by the way,
this is also the most baby fat RVD we've ever seen.
Yeah, exactly.
He is a little chunky here.
He's very chunky. Yes, he's a little beefy in this one.
It didn't help. He needed the wrist tape and the taped up gloves. Him just being bare armed made him look weird.
It looked goofy. Yeah, it looked goofy.
It looked goofy.
It's kind of a weird look. At the time, and I went back and kind of looked at the news and rumors around ECW at the time here and that stuff. And the rumor is that RVD had shown up as part of this WWE invasion that ECW was doing to help promote the pay-per-view and everything going into the pay-per-view on WWE TV. The rumor at the time was that RVD and Sabu, that the pay-per-view was going to be their last matches in the ECW, and that both RVD, Sabu, and one other member of the roster were going to jump to WWF full-time and had been offered a full-time contract, and there was a lot of debate on who the third man was, brother, from the ECW roster, if it was Taz or if it was going to be Stevie or something like that or whatever.
Well, yeah, because they were being presented as Jerry the King Lawler's guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
On WWF television.
They were. That's
and
right.
RVD's gimmick was sign me Eric, sign me Vince, I'm ready.
Post-match, RVD cuts a promo and says RVD is no second line anything, worth more money here and more money elsewhere. And that's the catalyst of the Mr. Monday Night character right there.
Yay.
There we go. So, boom. Well, if anything, it gives RVD some substance, I guess, going forward into, 97 into 98.
I think he's had enough substance issues. Ba-doom dish.
Nice. Wow. Well done.
Cost him a WWE run.
Do I have a Craig fact that'll roll with that? I have no idea. Probably not. Just maybe just this one. Oxygen needs Craig Fraser to survive right there.
I do like that one.
Yeah, that was good. That's good.
Yeah.
That is
a science one.
It's science. All right. Well, did you see quarterfinalists from that year's Super J Cup on the ECW pay-per-view? Because that's the next match here.
Holy God.
6-man tag featuring Great Sasuke, Grand Hamada, and Grand Naniwa versus, basically the WWF Kai and Tai faction. But it was prior to them becoming Kai and Tai. So it was Men's Teo, who was known as Terry Boy in this show, Dick Togo, and Taka Michinoku.
Terry Boy is Funaki, right?
I believe so.
No, Funaki was not involved.
No, Funaki's not involved.
Why does he look just like Funaki? Am I racist?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
I guess I got outvoted. Okay. Anyway.
It wasn't like 360p, man. Sorry. I thought he was Funaki.
That's
we are
another
watching
thing.
on 320p.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying we all look the same on grainy TV video?
When you have the same haircut, tights, and look, maybe.
Say we all look the same when it's Minecraft graphics?
See, folks, this is what happens when you take the WWE Network away from everybody. Your gentle, most humble host can't get clean rips to give to his people to review. So I have to rip off of a freaking ISO with like 20-year-old software, which sucks. But anyway,
But he owns it. It's okay.
It's right. Yeah.
We thank you for that.
Yeah. There we go. The finish for this thing was a rear salto suplex by Sasuke on Taka, and it nets the 1-2-3. I've down good match, but it ran too long. It would have been great if the match had shaved about 5, maybe 7 minutes off of it, because I think the runtime for this thing was 16 minutes 55. It needed to be like a 10-minute affair. That's it.
Hey, you know what else would have helped? If they stopped kicking out of every finishing move.
Oh, come on. That's just modern wrestling right there.
My notes here, a good showcase match. You see where AEW takes a lot of their style from.
Yep.
And then I said, I appreciate the moves, but I don't know who any of these wrestlers are, and I don't care.
There was no backstory given to any of these guys. Joey's doing his best on commentary to kind of explain who these guys are, but there's no vignette. They kind of just throw a graphic up at the beginning of the thing and say, okay, what is BWO Japan? And that's what they are.
Well, even the crowd, you can see the crowd doesn't care about this match either. The crowd's just
they're all
sneezing.
Yeah, or they're all going out and getting high in a parking lot or
they were chanting Power Ranger at one of them.
Yes, on
but like 7 guys. Yes.
Yakashiji. Yes.
Okay, but also once upon a time when Tajiri didn't have a gimmick, didn't he wear that outfit?
No Tajiri in this match.
No, not that one. But Tajiri did wear short tights at one time. When he first came to North America, he had short tights.
But I swear he had like a green poncho or something.
Nah. I don't know. Not that outfit, but
either way, that wasn't Tajiri.
When Tajiri first debuted in ECW, he was like just this fresh baby face from Japan. He had like the blue short tights on and the kick pads and everything. So.
And no facial hair.
No facial hair. No, he's very, very baby face. Yeah.
Weird.
You want to talk about baby chub? He was a chubby dude when he came across.
I do have to say in this match though,
yeah,
the Japanese wrestlers are really good at doing the moves. Like they execute them to perfection.
Yeah.
But there is no psychology in this match whatsoever. Meaning nothing makes sense.
Well, Sasuke and Taka get signed to WWF off of this match.
Good for them.
They go to the WWF to start their
cruiserweight division with only 2 wrestlers, and they only ever keep it at 2 to 3 wrestlers.
Yeah, basically the light heavyweight division had like 2 to 3 wrestlers throughout its entire lifespan in WWF. Yep, that's it. So they both get signed, and then the rest of them get signed. The rest of Kai and Tai, I guess, get signed late '97, early '98, and start their run on.
Hey,
WWE.
They made it through the whole Attitude Era.
They did.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And their choppy vignette is still played to this day.
And Morehouse, you'll be more the judge on this or the knowledge on this than anything else. Is Taka still active? I believe he is.
Taka, I think he's still in Japan. He's in All Japan, I think, right now.
Is he still with New Japan or is it All Japan or
All Japan? He's in
All Japan now. Okay, yeah.
Wow, he's like Jericho and Matt Hardy, just still giving her, eh?
Basically, yeah.
Hey, we all get
Matt Hardy giving her.
We all see Matt Hardy next month, boys.
Yeah, that's TNA.
Looking forward to it.
TNA. Yeah. All right. Well, what's next on the run sheet here?
What's next on this shit show?
Well, we have the big Stevie Cool promo in black and white.
Oh my god.
That's the opportunity to come out of his shell in the main event, apparently. So watch out.
The whole point of the promo was he's finally can be something taken seriously, and then here comes the Blue Meanie to fuck it up.
Yeah, my note says Stevie Richards does a promo about how he's an idiot and how lame he is, but he has a chance to not be an idiot.
And then the Blue Meanie shows up to
and is an idiot.
Further submit that he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Fucking retarded. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to say that. That really slipped out.
Now.
I should be. You know what? That just slipped out in anger because it was stupid. It was old school stupid.
You apologize.
Hey, you could use that word back in '97, so
you could. It's fine. It's good. So.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, the only Craig Fraser fact I have for that is this one in SAP, so I don't have no idea.
Quando Craig Fraser ordinò su abitazione la retropia del universo baja.
Okay, hold on. When Craig Fraser orders a home, the entire I don't know what Baja actually means.
I live in the Baja.
There you go.
I have 150 wild dogs.
He's Mr. El Universo Baja.
Yeah, exactly.
I shall do that. Cuando Craig Fraser ordena su habitazione la entropia de todo el universo Baja.
Can you just throw that into Google Translate? I really want to know that thing.
I want to hear this too. Yeah. Okay.
I think it's whenever he gets a hotel, it's always the one with the good view.
Maybe
that's not pretty exciting.
So okay, so hang on, we're gonna go to it's Spanish. So
copy paste highlight.
Yeah, I can't find Spanish on the thing here. Hang on.
Just put in translate into Google and then find Spanish.
He's downloading the Spanish keyboard so he could type it out.
Oh my god.
No, just try to find it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we'll take that down because I gotta do this. I gotta do the copy. See, I'm copying, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Copy, save, pop that back up, and
Quando Craig Fraser ordena su abitazione la entropia de todo el universo Baja.
No change.
You're right. No change. God damn it. It didn't work.
He doesn't know how to use the technology, boys.
Hang on. Yeah. Oh, that's where you put English. Okay, hang on a second.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, wait, here it is. Here it is. Okay. When Craig Fraser tidies up his room, the entropy of the entire universe decreases. So I don't think
I think
that
it lost something in translation.
I think I lost something in translation here. I'll throw it into the thing. And y'all can take a look at it here.
I
Here
don't
we
know if
go.
it was Paul Rodriguez that does that bit, or whatever, when he talks about like his dad. He's like, when my dad, because he's Mexican, he's like, when he speaks Spanish, he just sounds so like he has the deep, sexy voice, but when he speaks English for whatever reason, he just sounds like he's like hyperventilating and wheezing. It's just like he'll say something to him like, "What do you want for breakfast?" And he'll just be like, "Kuna manjo la pasta you tell us feeding." And the guy's and he's like, but then he'll be like, "Do you want some Captain Crunch?" He's like, "What happened to your voice when you speak English? Why did you change it?"
That's like a comedy sketch. That's like a comedy sketch.
Yeah, I think that's Paul Rodriguez's joke. Can't remember.
I like how right now you're just killing doing his material. Word
Well,
for word.
always tribute. I'm not stealing jokes.
No, you're not stealing. You're just doing his stuff, and you're killing with it right now.
You're nailing it.
Way harder than this ECW pay-per-view. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, we'll get back to it here. So
we have the world's favorite wrestler coming out, Shane Douglas.
Yes, the world TV title on the line next year.
The hardcore Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. Shane Douglas comes to the ring with Francine in a very what was risque for 97, I guess. Now it would be any basically model influencer's outfit. But anyway.
We sure saw Chapel Roan wear that at the
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say
the other night. So it's not a big deal.
Is it Chapel or Chappelle? Chappelle Roan.
I don't know.
I think it's Chapel.
I don't know, but that was after someone told her to put some damn clothes on.
There we go. So, anyways, so it's Shane Douglas, who's the champion with Francine, takes on Pitbull number 2, Anthony Durante, in a one-on-one match for the World TV title. This is the longest match on the card.
It felt like the longest match of all time.
At 20 minutes and 43 seconds. And yes, I have that written down here somewhere that this is, if there was one match I could cut off of this, it would be this match entirely.
Was this equivalent of having Jake Roberts take on Brian Knobbs for the longest match in WWF?
Maybe, yes. Something like that along the lines here. And I mean, give them to their credit. They tried to explain the backstory. And it's like, okay, got it. So this guy's filling in for his tag team partner who's out with a broken neck. And it's Shane who broke the neck. Gotcha. All right. This is what we're dealing with here. But
they're a tag team. Just gang up and beat the shit out of them.
Right. Or
why was this ever an issue?
Get somebody that hates Shane as much. And there is somebody that comes out that hates Shane as much as the Pitbulls do. We'll talk about it at the end of the match. There's somebody that comes out that hates him. Like, I mean, why not tag with him? Make him an honorary Pitbull for the night.
All I know is this match was ass.
Yeah,
it was. It's terrible.
It was boring. It was very slow paced.
Pitbull could not get over at all.
No, this was not the guy. This was not the guy to do this. This is not. It would have been better off with. Well, we'll talk about. We'll jump ahead to the post match angle here. At this point, there's a masked man. He hits the ring with Rick Rude's robe on, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's Rick Rude." It's not Rick Rude. It's primetime Brian Lee instead.
It's fake Undertaker.
Yeah. It's the Underfaker, exactly. And Rick Rude comes from behind and attacks Douglas. He was one of the uniform motorcycle cop guys with the thing, the nightstick. That's it. The primetime slam on Douglas, and now the world knows who was stalking Shane and Francine. That's basically that. So why wouldn't they just draw up, the Pitbulls have anointed primetime Brian Lee to take their spot in this World TV title match against Shane Douglas. And then at least you'd have both of them at ringside.
Because Brian Lee also has no aura.
I know, but it's just, at least he got more of a pop from the crowd than Pitbull number 2 did.
No, I believe Rick Rude earned that pop.
Yes, Rick Rude does get a huge pop. Exactly.
Well, it's like, you're kind of setting up from failure when it's just like, all right, we have Shane Douglas versus Pitbull number 2.
Tag team number 2 of their group. He's not even the number 1 guy. He's a number 2 guy.
He's part of the ensemble in a high school play.
Yeah.
Tree number 2 and Shane Douglas. It's like, what? Why should we care about the number 2 Pitbull?
Well, one of my favorite notes I wrote down while watching this is Styles is trying to sell this match hard that the crowd really cares, but I can see clearly this not to be true.
No, the people who were out in the parking lot took one match, took one look at what was in the ring, and they turned around and went back out to the parking lot.
Yeah.
They're there for the main event, you know, or they're there for Taz and Sabu, you know, and that stuff, right? So they're not here for this. This is just
nobody here for this.
Could have done without this match entirely. Now looking at it through 2025 eyes, like this is just this is something that you have on your weekly TV. This is not what you
No,
bring
this
to your
is
pay-per-view.
this is not even on weekly TV. This is on your Shotgun Saturday night.
And that's the problem, is ECW didn't have a tertiary show at that point. They barely had a primary show.
Well, we all know that the number one Pitbull is Mr. Worldwide. Fireball.
That would sell tickets. That would sell an audience.
I kind of wish that it was Pitbull that I have inadvertently seen about 3 or 4 times in concert, and not Flo Rida.
He
You've
puts on a
seen
good show.
Pitbull 3 times in concert?
No, I've seen Flo Rida inadvertently 3 times in concert.
You've seen Flo Rida. First of all, Florida. I am not saying fuck him.
Yes, you are saying Flo Rida.
Nope.
Apostrophe.
Florida.
There's a
Florida.
separation now.
It is the stupidest name he's ever come. I remember watching the interview because I didn't put it together. I didn't know he was from Florida.
Now who's
Wow.
stupid?
Because I didn't care. I was just like, Flo Rida. I guess he rides Flo, I guess. But then he's
That's
like,
what I thought.
well, I'm from Florida, so I just put a space between the O and the R. And I was like, you fucking asshole.
It's clever.
I hate you now.
Unlike his rhyme scheme, that was clever.
You and your whistle
See,
crap.
If he was from Mississauga, he'd be Missy Aga.
Missy Aga.
Miss Alga, yeah. Like I'll be like, that's like if I became a country artist and called myself Alberta. Like everybody would punch me in the dick if I was like, I'm Alberta. Everybody would like, fuck off.
I'm sorry. Can you please become a country superstar named Alberta?
Alberta.
The only
We
thing
need
would be even better is if I was from Vancouver and I was a singer called British Columbia. Like it's already got a space in it.
Yep.
I am Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
But anyway, yes. If in case you haven't seen it, yes, that is Flo Rida right there.
What a
And
dick.
What a man. What a man.
I've inadvertently been at 3 events where he was performing at.
Let me
One
guess.
was-
The Edmonton football team's halftime show.
Twice, yes.
Wrestling.
Twice. There you go.
Because I used to have season tickets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then
WrestleManias.
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, yeah. The one in
There you go.
Orlando.
Oh, okay. So these are you were going to other events.
Events and
And Florida happened to be
And
there.
Florida happened to be there.
inadvertently
Flo Rida happened to be there.
Yes.
Florida happened to be there.
Flo Rida.
Nope, won't say it.
Al, calm down and relax.
Alan Berta.
I knew
Alan Berta.
one,
Hey.
when I went to an old Elks game back in the day. We were there, and Samoa Joe wrestled at halftime.
Yeah, he wrestled Al Snow.
Yes, he did.
And
Yeah,
slammed
at
him in the
halftime.
end zone.
Side of the end zone, yeah.
It was great.
Hey, let's go to the next shitty match.
That was a Kurt
No, we have
Sorokin
another
promotion.
promo. We have another promo to talk about.
Yes, exactly. Basically, Kurt just to put a tie on that on your story, Craig. Kurt wanted to set the attendance record for his promotion by having that.
That's
so they
cheating.
said that
That's cheating. That's
Yeah.
cheating.
that's what it was. So you can say that he had 44,000 watch a match, I guess, or something like that. But that's it.
Interesting.
Raven has a promo in the back, and it's typical broody Raven at the time, where he's sitting on steps being broody.
Darkness doesn't understand my pain.
No,
he says he- No. This is basically him saying that he is indie and Terry Funk is too mainstream.
What we're also forgetting is his voice is so much higher here than I ever remembered.
Yes, that's a thing. It's almost like
Terry
nerves.
Funk.
I'm like, whoa. What the hell happened to your voice, Raven?
Hey,
Joe-
Raven.
See Joe
Nevermore.
Pesci? Like it sounded like you're doing Joe Pesci for a second.
That's what he sounded like.
Terry Funk, you stupid fuck. Listen, you go out for that
never
Raven.
fucking more.
Yes,
Raven, nevermore.
nevermore.
Nevermore fucking Raven.
That's amazing.
See?
But his voice was so much higher than I ever remembered it being. It was comical.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's
Next.
next. Well, that's the promo. And then we go into one of the main events of the evening. It is the ECW grudge match of the century. It is Taz with manager Bill Alfonso in his corner taking on Sabu. And this is it. If people basically, if you look at the lore behind his card and that stuff, it was basically built around this match. This was the match that was for the longest time the main event on this thing, and then they went with what they decided to go with for the world title off the back end of it. But this was the grudge match of the century, apparently. And the backstory: Taz and Sabu were ECW tag champs together until Taz broke his neck, and he blamed Sabu for it, and Sabu just hates Taz. So that's wrestling for you in the 1990s.
He was the Tasmaniac when that happened.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So he was the Tasmanian devil from Looney Tunes.
Yes.
In a loincloth and long hair.
Yes.
With the
Then he heard it.
All
Then he
that
got
shit.
injured, came back as FTW Taz.
as an Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, pretty much actually.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
very orange.
Very
Ultimate
orange
Fighter.
and black Ultimate Fighter.
So how many
I don't know
times? How many
I don't
times
know
did
about you guys,
Sabu-
but this was my favorite match of the night. I
Yes!
rather enjoyed this
I agree.
match.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, this was awesome. This is
a real
I have
ECW
my
match.
notes say I
Yes.
have no complaints about this match. I'm rather entertained right now.
the crowd was up for this one too. This was when they announced it. Like everybody who was outside just came right back into the building for sure, and they got their seats back and everything. So this was the big draw of the evening for sure. The finish for this thing, Sabu hits Tazplex, hits the Tazplex and the Taz mission, but Taz reverses with a belly to back and then nails a Taz mission, gets the submission victory for Sabu. So, and the runtime for this thing is a very good quality 17 minutes and 49 seconds because of all the plunder that happens in ECW matches and that stuff. You get some good play with some tables and stuff and everything. And there might have been, I think, on one dive, Sabu kind of botched a little bit of it, but not your typical botchy Sabu in this match either. He's pretty on point during it.
Botched. They had a couple of you fucked ups.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it wasn't things that took away from the match. Like,
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, they're not the main things. Yeah. So
all in all, it was a good example of what an ECW match should be.
Mm-hmm.
However, these are main event guys.
I'll go ahead and say that match is one of the top 5 ECW matches in history right there.
They had a better one though, and it was for the championship.
Yes, exactly.
They had a much better
for
match.
the FTW championship. No less.
That match was much better.
Way better. Yeah.
This is a good start of a feud.
Yes.
Well, continuation because it's been a feud that's been going on years to this point.
Mm-hmm.
But is this not their first match?
This is the first one-on-one encounter. Yes.
But they've been having like run-ins for years.
Run-ins fine, but this being their first match of I think is maybe a trilogy. It's a good start, but it's not like the best of the best.
Mm.
And then we do have some post-match shenanigans.
Oh, do we ever? God. We do. So as good as the match is, the post-match shenanigans kind of take away from it a little bit there. So post-match, there's a respect angle shown by Taz. Says anytime you want a rematch, you've got it. Sabu raises Taz, and
I would
they
have
hug
been
and the crowd
I would have been
boos because it's
absolutely fine with the ending if that's how that match ended.
Yeah, but the crowd was booing, and it's a Philly crowd, so the crowd in Philly wasn't having it. RVD hits the ring, and there's they eventually beat down Taz.
Yeah,
my notes are doing a funny thing here. That's what I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
RVD teams up with Sabu.
Yes, exactly.
I just remembered something.
Yes.
The worst manager in the history of professional wrestling is Bill fucking Alfonso.
You're not a Bill Alfonso fan? You're not one with the fawns here?
You're not happy that he turns double heel here.
Yeah.
I don't care what he turns. He turns my stomach. He's the worst manager
That
I've
way.
ever seen. He's all in front of the camera. He's taking the shot away from Taz. He's annoying. He's a little pipsqueak. He does nothing but blow a whistle.
True. And he gets the last shot for this angle.
He does.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you stealing any form of camera time? You're the fucking worst. You're not believable as anything.
I wonder if Florida got the inspiration for the song Whistle from Bill Alfonso.
He is a wrestling fan.
Yeah. Did this man on the right inspire this man with the okay, so sorry, Florida, whatever.
Florida.
Florida. What was the character of that Homer Simpson voiced on Itchy and Scratchy?
That
Poochie.
was
Poochie.
Poochie.
This is the real life equivalent of Poochie right here.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, he's not.
That's Poochie.
He's not Poochie.
He's Poochie.
He's
You're
still
Poochie.
around. He's not Poochie. He's still around.
Well, Poochie's still around. He just
Poochie got
No,
canceled.
he died on his way back to his home planet.
Exactly.
That's what they claim. You don't know that. That was written down.
I have
Is
to
it-
go now.
Is
My
this a
planet
Poochie
needs me.
conspiracy theorist podcast now?
Death to Smoochie? What?
It was Death to Poochie was the name of the episode. Very good.
American Made chiming in says if he was a heel, it seemed to work. If you're referring to Bill Alfonso, okay, sure, I'll give him that.
You do want to see him get his ass kicked. So
Yeah.
he has that point.
He also
the
has
point of the manager.
also has Viva El Grande Americano,
fuck
too, so I'm not
you.
sure what he's talking about.
Oh.
But anyway, but
you just
Viva.
killed your credibility. No, I was kidding.
okay.
But
no.
the point of the manager is not to bring heat on himself.
Yeah,
It's
you're
supposed to enhance the talented people.
That's right.
He's ECW. Where are those guys?
I could kind of see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that for sure.
Well, if you bring heat on yourself, but at the end of the day, it goes towards the actual wrestler, and I think that could be a good thing. But what it just seemed to be, what I saw was just Bill Alfonso being annoying and blowing the whistle, and people are just like, that guy sucks.
Yeah.
he doesn't seem to be doing it for anybody else.
Yeah,
It's-
he's supposed to be Taz's guy.
yeah.
Does nothing for Taz whatsoever, him being there.
And he kind of
No,
like
Taz
turns-
can do his own promos.
Exactly. He didn't need Bill Alfonso to do shit.
No, absolutely. That always was a weird pairing to me. Why the hell would Taz have Bill Alfonso do a promo when Taz's return to ECW was that of a color commentator?
Yeah.
And Taz is a good talker. He's always has been.
Yeah, and that when he came back from his injury, they had him on color commentary. They didn't tell, they didn't reveal who the name of the color commentator was in these matches and that's because they always had him talking off camera and stuff like that and whatever. And then finally they revealed him as Taz, as the former Tasmaniac, right? That's what it was. And so it was, and then immediately right after he shuts up, and Bill Alfonso starts doing all the talking for him. It's like, okay,
We spent
Why
a
would you
lot
do
of
it,
time
right?
on Mr. Bill Alfonso. Let's keep moving this show along.
Yeah, let's move it along. This one's
yeah,
stupid.
okay. So Joey Styles introduces guest color and commentator Tommy Dreamer with Beulah, and
Who
we
offered
go-
nothing.
Mr. TL.
That was he was there to
TL.
offer.
Nothing.
Nitro Fraser, TL, I'm trying to watch the match. You don't understand the psychology of this.
Oh, thanks, Tommy Dreamer. Thank you for adding so much emotion,
I
so
thought
much
you were-
history, so much vibrance.
I thought you were ripping into Beulah for a second. I was like, well, she's providing, the TNA fact.
So Dreamer's color commentary
Not
is
so long on the sub action.
is basically telling the lead to shut up. I'm trying to watch the match.
I know. That was the worst cameo I have ever heard on color commentary.
I'm out here to do color commentary. Would you shut up? Why are you talking? I'm trying to watch the match.
Yeah,
That's why I came out here to put a headset on, was to be left alone.
absolutely.
I swear to God, the Boogeyman has done a better job on color commentary.
The boogeyman, I'm going to get you.
And that's all he had to say. Yeah, there you go. You know what's
It's
funny?
better
As
than
you
down
did
here.
that, it just made me think, did Jacob Fatu take that from the Boogeyman?
Ooh.
Inspired.
The Shake.
He is a
It's
bit
a
of a
boogeyman
wrestling
shake.
nerd. I wouldn't be surprised.
Weird. All right, let's go back to this fucking match.
Yes, absolutely. We'll get into the breakdown of what ends up being the main event angle for Barely Legal 97 here. It is the freeway dance main event here of well, that's a crappy still, but there we go. Freeway number 1 contender dance. Big Stevie Stevie Richards versus the Sandman versus Terry Funk. And the winner gets a Raven in that night's main event. So Raven's the ECW World Champion going into this thing. He gets the winner of this match immediately after the match's conclusion.
And he doesn't get to wrestle anybody at the beginning to make it even.
This is stupid.
It's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet.
I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. This is stupid. Is this the way it's advertised? If you're going to do this freeway dance should have been the opener. And then you can run the storyline that, yes, the person has the entirety of the show until the main event to rest up.
That makes sense. Yes, and I've seen that in other companies.
Yeah. It was like a reverse Money in the Bank scenario where it's just like, all right, you're the challenger. You just had this grueling match. Here comes the fresh
shot right now.
Yeah.
Here's your shot.
Yeah. Here comes Goldberg. No.
You know what? I'm saying this right now. I'm going to spoil the end for myself. Paul Heyman doesn't know how to book a card. Paul Heyman doesn't know how to book an angle.
We discussed this. That's common knowledge at this point.
Paul Heyman stinks at this.
I'm surprised. To me, seeing the Sandman wrestle, I haven't seen a lot of Sandman matches. He makes Eddie Kingston look like an Olympian.
I think they're on par.
A little bit more. Kingston's a little bit more agile than Sandman.
Sandman is like half, like not half. He's drunk.
Well, he's drunk as hell here.
Well, he's blitzed at this point. Absolutely.
I don't understand who would be scared of this man.
Well,
this like yellow mullet dyed, beer bellied
pajama pants.
But why would anybody be intimidated by this?
Well, I've come across individuals like this in my life before.
So have I. They're not scary. You punch them and they go down.
Well, some, but I mean, I've met enough crazy redneck guys that look like they just got like a little beer belly, but like, and it's not like they're like dangerous, tough, like oh, they're really like a skilled, boxer or anything like that. Right. It's like you could kick them in the nuts and smack them in the face with a pipe wrench, and they'd be bleeding, and they'll be like, "What's another tooth missing?" Like pull it out, and then there's like they're like rabid dogs, and you're like,
yeah, they have the superpower of being numb.
But they won't go down.
Around a big stick.
You have to like kill them or run away. Like there's no other option.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. So this match runs 19 minutes and 10 seconds, so it is the second longest match on the show. And don't forget, the freeway dances in ECW are elimination freeway dances. I think we've discussed this before on the pod as well. But that's the one thing you have to remember going into these is that it's not one fall gets the win like we've been conditioned with WWE with triple threat matches or anything like that. This is a freeway dance, so one fall just eliminates somebody, and then it becomes a one-on-one. Going, forward.
Basically, we had 3 pinfalls to get to this pay-per-view done.
Basically, yes. At that point, so
actually, this isn't that bad of a match concept. As long as if it was like get rid of the title match after, have Raven in the 3-way dance. Sandman.
I also wouldn't put Stephen Richards in this. I don't think he's at the main event level.
No, not at all.
He's a joke wearing Daisy Dukes and a crop top.
What would be more compelling to me is you put Dreamer in this match. So you have Dreamer, Funk, and Sandman. And Dreamer has to decide, does he go after and try to eliminate his hero to get after Raven and the title that he wants? Or does he help his hero in defeating the Sandman and then peter out and go to the back and allow Funk to fight Raven for the title?
I'm sorry, Mr. Terry Funk. I don't want to be champion. You deserve it. I don't see that.
To me, that's a more compelling storyline than what's out there at this point, where it's like, Paulie's going to be, I'm going to take my top 3 guys and put them in there. And you're trying to sell Stevie Richards as a top guy here. It's just, Stevie Richards has never been a top guy. Sorry.
Nope.
Nope. He hosts a mediocre YouTube show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Mediocre. Very good.
I find Maven's channel a little bit more entertaining than Stevie's, honestly.
You like Maven, really?
I find it more entertaining.
I'm Maven. Ugh.
Remember that time I was in wrestling?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we get
All right, get over this match. Get over with. Come on.
the finish was the after Richards got eliminated, he hangs around ringside. There's a Stevie kick on a Sandman, and Funk nails a very sloppy moonsault for the 1-2-3, which got a huge pop from the crowd, but did not look very pretty at all.
Think of my Uncle Stu tried to do a moonsault. Oh, here we go.
Uncle's in the sauce again.
Yep, basically. Which leads to our ECW World Heavyweight Championship contest. So, by the way, the infamous Funk ladder spot is in that freeway dance. If anybody has never checked it out and that stuff, where Terry puts the ladder on his head and starts spinning around like a windmill and that stuff, and that's been
but he actually does it way better than everybody else that imitates him.
Yeah, right, exactly. So that's
good. He's Terry Funk.
He's Terry Funk. He's Terry freaking Funk. Of course, he's going to be good. Former NWA champion, legend.
Hey, remember how this match ends with a roll up that maybe is a 3 and maybe it isn't, so they do it again?
Oh, we're doing the main event now. So Raven versus Terry Funk for
the match starts
World
immediately after Terry Funk pins.
Yeah, we get the crappy free play music that's supposed to be keep them separated by the offspring for Raven, and then it just Raven starts bludgeoning him. There's a big flying elbow drop through the table by Raven.
But the one thing I did point out here, Terry Funk didn't have to do a single thing in this match.
No, he just sells. That's it.
He just lays on the ground and sells. That's all he does.
He's selling. And this whole...
thank God somebody is.
This whole flock that Raven had in ECW at this time is just a bunch of the most random characters I've ever seen in any faction ever. It's literally like,
tight shirt and tight pants and tight jeans.
There's like one legit wrestler in this, and that's Reggie Bennett from All Japan Women's Promotion, and she hits the rig and nails a power bomb on Funk, and then the rest of them are like, there's the janitor from the back, he's part of the flock. There's the road guy, he's part of the flock.
Oh, Big
Dick
Dudley's part of the flock now.
Yeah, there's Big Dick Dudley, he's part of the flock now. Like, it's more random here than it is in WCW, and WCW is bad for that because they just put all the enhancement talents with Raven, and they were like, here, that's the flock for you.
Can we get to the Dreamer puts the guy through the table?
Yeah, well, go ahead. We're at that point in the match, so go.
I forget. Was it Big Dick Dudley?
It was Big Dick that took a nasty table
yes.
bump. I put on my comments. I said he took a really nasty table bump.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's not the best.
He was supposed to choke slam Tommy Dreamer through the table, but instead
That's
Tommy
right.
Dreamer choke slammed him.
Yeah, reversed it
in one of the worst looking choke slams and table bumps put together you'll ever see.
Oh yeah, he hits his. It's like Homer hitting his head on the side of the canyon all the way down. It's no.
Yeah. And mistimes the jump on the choke slam as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It looked like he just slipped to his death. Really.
This ending reminds me of AEW Stampede Chaos matches that they do.
Oh, the Stadium Stampede, the Arena Stampede.
Where everything's happening all at once and you can't focus anywhere.
I could basically sum it up like this. The reason AEW sucks is because ECW sucked and they didn't realize that. And they decided to copy everything and give it to less talented people.
And the ECW tapes survived, so that, of course, it goes on from generation to generation and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Can I air a grammatical grievance?
Sure.
Ravens, sort of faction is called the Ravens Flock. Now, flock is technically correct.
Okay.
But a group of ravens is actually called a
murder.
No, that's crows.
That's crows.
But ravens, it's actually called a conspiracy.
Oh my god!
These are conspiracies.
Would have been a cool name for
it. It should have been called Ravens Conspirators, and it would have been more accurate.
That's a more metal name for a group.
I like it. Yeah,
Ravens Conspirators. It's got a cult vibe, but he's Ravens, so it's a group of ravens as a conspiracy.
And he's already a cult leader. That's his gimmick. So
it's an
opportunity. They can come out and do like a little salute, like a triangle, and then he's like Illuminati or something like that.
I like it. It would have been a much better angle.
It's me, Austin. It was me all along.
It was me all along, Austin.
Oh, son of a bitch!
I wonder if that's what he said when he got out of his BMW that he drove off the road or whatever. It's me, Austin.
That's right. That's a thing that happened too. So it was a Bentley.
The Bentley, sorry.
Yeah, the Bentley. Yeah, and
we have a lot of things to catch up on. Whether it be the women's evolution thing, Hulk Hogan dies, Vince McMahon drives his car. SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Triple A was last night. I mean,
who cares?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm watching through AAA right now, but I'm actually finding it very entertaining. But anyway, that's beside the point. Post-match, Funk and Dreamer celebrating the crowd as the show literally goes to black. Here's the story on that. Oh, first of all, the finish, as you were talking about, the roll-up gets botched, so they had to go and redo the roll-up again for the pin for the 1, 2, 3, right?
And why a roll-up would win a match, I don't understand.
I don't know. I think they were trying to get over the wrestler wins with a wrestling hold, but
and then Terry was gassed. Like he did nothing in this match.
Well, Terry's been out there. He's 50-some years old, 53 years old at this point. So the freeway dance was 1910, and this thing was 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
So he's been up there for almost half hour now.
Almost a half hour, 53-year-old man. And this is supposed to be the whole reason why he's getting the belt here is it's Terry Funk's last year in wrestling. How many times have we heard that in the past? I mean, the man is dead, and I think that he still never announced his retirement from professional wrestling at all officially. So
his annual retirement tour, yes.
Yeah, his annual retirement tour, last time you ever see him, whatever. And so Paul E's idea was give him the belt, and he could be the champion for ECW throughout the retirement tour, and then in the fall, drop it to one of the young guys on the roster, which he eventually does. I think he drops it to Douglas, I want to say. Yeah.
The young guys. One of the young guys. Yeah. Shane Douglas.
Yeah. Exactly, right? So
I'm gonna who the hell is this going to give it to? Mikey Whipwreck?
Yeah.
He was already champ.
Whipwreck is already his championship run was already like a year prior to this. So.
Funk dropped it to Sabu.
Okay.
August.
Okay.
In a barbed wire match.
Oh, the barbed wire rope match.
That thing, right? Yeah. Yes. The Born to Be Wired. That's
terrible.
That's a whole show to look upon later. Oh boy.
Terry Funk question: what was the pay-per-view of the infamous? They use it on Botchamania all the time. Of the Forever.
That wasn't a pay-per-view. That was just the end of like a Japanese tour that he had.
Okay.
And
that was probably a few years before this, I think.
That was 1982.
Oh, many years before this.
Yeah. Yep, 1982 in Tokyo. He made that speech. That was for All Japan, I think.
Yeah, because his brother's next to him in that shot too, I think.
So he retires in 82, comes back in 83 to go work for WWF in 84, and then he's in the WWF from 84 through 86, I think.
Yeah.
Or 87, yeah. And then he's gone from there.
Yeah.
Retires. And then comes back to work WCW in 89.
Yep. And then
who does he think he is? Brett Favre?
Then he retires in 91 for a bit.
Yeah, retires in 91 for a bit.
Yeah, and then goes back into it again, 92.
And then 92 is the beginning of Deathmatch Terry Funk over in Japan. So it goes until 97, retires at the end of 97, gets signed by WWF at the end of 97, and goes work with them through
Chainsaw 98. Charlie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then quits WWF, retires, and then gets signed by WCW again in 99, works in WCW for 2000 for the end of the company, and then retires again. And then we don't hear from him until 2005 when the Hardcore Homecoming stuff happens, which he unretires and starts doing ECW tribute shows and stuff. And then gets signed by WWF again in 2006.
All right. Enough of this.
The life of Terry.
Enough already. I'm sick of ECW and all this bullshit.
I just realized I have the wrong thing up. Hang on. I gotta change that. But the Undertaker needs a switch. We're gonna switch that up. There we go. That's the main event right there.
Oh god.
The card was too long, so I had to fit it on 2 cards, but there we go. So that's the pay-per-view in a nutshell, with this one caveat here, and you guys will laugh at this or groan in your case, Mr. TL. The pay-per-view actually goes to black physically. Like the whole building goes to black because the building was pumping out so much power. That's when the power on that block decides to go out. Like there's no goodbye or anything from the announcer saying that's the end of the show. It's the power goes out. That's it. Good night, everybody.
Just in time.
Yep.
Wild.
Yes.
How to run a pay-per-view
ECW's
with
first
a
pay-per-view,
$5
everybody.
budget.
Yep, exactly. So ECW's first pay-per-view, barely legal, 1997.
I would have just loved if like somebody would have like came up to like Bischoff or McMahon at this time and said like, "Hey man, this might be like stiff competition," and they just like watched this pay-per-view like behind closed doors, and then they just turn and go, "Wow, I'm so scared."
Some of them might think that that's 3 hours of their life that they may not get back.
Yeah.
You know, but
This is my developmental.
Well, was ECW partnered with? Yeah, you were saying
Yeah.
They were partners, yeah.
they were partners. Yes, there was basically
Vince
ECW.
Vince was a silent partner of ECW.
Yeah, ECW and Memphis are equal at this point in '97 as for developmental territories for WWF.
And
So
Vince
when
is
you
also a silent partner with Memphis too.
Yeah.
Oh. So when did they start using OVW?
That's 2000,
2000, 2001 around there.
Yeah. 01, yeah.
All right, I've seen enough. Sign Taco Bell and the Ninja. Fire everybody else.
Right. Okay.
Sign that
Taco
guy. What's
Bell.
his name? Damaja? I like it.
Damager. But he's going to be a Basham. They're going to be like the Steiners, but they're going to be called Basham.
The Basham brothers. Yeah.
Yeah. They're bald Steiners.
All right, time to rank this piece of shit.
Yes.
Thank you.
So if this is your first time tuning in, first of all, welcome. And second of all, we are so close to 200 subscribers too. So feel free to subscribe up and everything. And we'll maybe we'll do a 200 subscriber special somewhere down the line. You never know. Absolutely. So because I think today we're like at 199 or something like that. So that's like super close. It's rankings time. So we do this out of 10. Taking in a variety of factors, watchability or rewatchability, production quality, quality of matches, so on and so forth. So I'm going to give the magic turning wheel of rankings. We'll go first to Mr. TL, and then we'll work clockwise down. So it'll be TL, Morehouse, Frazier, and then myself with the rankings for that. So Mr. TL, go ahead. What are you giving this out of 10?
3.5.
3.5. Trace, 0.5.
I do not want anybody to ever watch this pay-per-view. It is pointless. You don't need to do it. It is a waste of your life. All the good stuff that ECW ever put out or ever was interesting are on compilation DVDs that are much better worth your money, your time. Just skip all the junk, cut right to the good stuff, skip this pay-per-view.
So you wouldn't even show Sabu and Taz to somebody then?
There's better. They
Sabu
do
and
it
Taz.
better.
Okay.
It's just like that the three-way match between Nunzio, Super Crazy, and Tajiri. They do it better later.
That's true. Okay. Yeah.
You don't need to watch them do it the first time when it sucks.
Okay, there we go. So that's from Mr. TL. Morehouse, what are you giving this pay-per-view?
I'm giving it a 2. I hated it. I hated every moment watching this. I'd rather watch that TNA show we watched last time than this again.
Ah, okay. Whoa. Yes. All right.
I did, like I said, I appreciated Sabu and Taz. I thought it was a good match, and that was the only match I was very entertained by. The rest of it was just a slog to get through.
Agreed.
There you go. Craig Frazier, are you going to be more optimistic, or are you going to give this a low number?
I give it 2 forevers out of 10. Forevers. I would rather pay a couple $100 for a cameo and get Tommy Dreamer to read stanzas of Romeo and Juliet.
That's good value for your dollar, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
To watch, mind you, you know what my one goal is to do on a cameo, just on separate to this, is I saw some guy, he does these things where he buy cameos and gets like ridiculous prompts to get celebrities to read things. Like what did he get? He got oh God, what was his name? Just some actor. He's kind of a dope, but he got him to like it was a fake scenario, but he's like, can you make a cameo to tell my sister that it's okay, she'll get through her yeast infection? It's just like stuff like this. But I saw one just the other day. It's like a 5-minute cameo where he paid the singer Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray to do like a 5-minute cameo explaining to his brother that he got his wife pregnant at a carnival show that he played with Uncle Cracker.
Okay.
And it is hysterical. I was crying. I was lying on the floor, holding my sides, like it hurt to breathe. I was like, because Mark McGrath is doing it. He's like, people just like to give me the opportunity to break bad news, I guess.
Yep.
So I would rather watch a cameo of Mark McGrath explaining how bad this pay-per-view is than watch this pay-per-view again.
Mark McGrath's wrestling review channel.
Yeah.
You should bring him on. I think
He can work for cheap. Yeah.
He costs about $300, but we could get him on.
Yeah, for sure.
We could do it if we crowdsource.
Yeah.
I would cry so much. I don't know why it'd be so funny to get.
Yeah,
I want to get one from my brother because he's a musician.
We could get him to name off his favorite top 5 cruiserweights in wrestling history, and we can name it. It's Nitro Steak Live. I just want to fly.
You went the long route for that one.
I didn't know where you were going. I did not know where you were going.
Did not know where that was going. He threw up the Hail Mary, and it was an interception.
I thought I got him dead in the end zone. It's come on, you're at least giving the receiver the defensive pass interference. That's pass interference, right?
Actually, you have to go. Pass back interference. Defense number 65. Well, I'm pounding right now.
That's assuming that the stadium actually has a decent mic for the ref.
That sounds exactly like the local stadium here.
Yeah. The giant freaking clump of speakers in the middle of the freaking yeah.
Okay, just a tangent though here.
Sure.
Why is it the French referee is the only one that gets a clear microphone? Why is that?
Because he's the senior ref.
On the defense, going to repeat it down 2 times twice.
What? Andre Proulx, yes.
The best is like he thinks he's turning it off, but he's not. But he's like yelling at his assistant. So it'd be like, "Oh, ding ding, offense number 65. You're down. You're beat start down. I can't tell them next.
Yes, everybody give a Google to Andre Proulx, CFL referee, if you want to know the context of that.
Try to spell that 3 times.
There's some compilations of him on YouTube that are quite entertaining. Yes, definitely.
Repeat it down 2 times twice.
2 times twice.
That's not how necessary roughness. He bad boy. He's supposed to do that.
My favorite was he was trying to explain an offside penalty during a game, and so he came out. He said offside. Whatever the team was, number 62. You know what happened? The ball snapped and the guy faked it start and stop and it start. First down, other guy. And it's okay.
First down, other guy.
First down, other guys. Game stop and start up and stop.
Ridiculous.
Just like,
wait, what's your score? You didn't give a score yet.
I have not given a score yet. No, and mine might be actually the most optimistic of them all here.
Of course it is.
A big surprise, right? Well, I am Mr. Positivity. So, and I'm willing to defend the score. I really am.
Oh,
I really am willing to defend.
What is it? What is it?
10, I bet. Oh.
Nope, it's a 4.
Oh,
okay. I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Come on, the one time I'm like,
it's only 0.5 higher than what I gave it.
It's a 4 because I actually like the Sabu and Taz match. That's why.
So this pay-per-view did not pass school. I'm sorry.
No,
it's not a passable grade, and it shouldn't be a passable grade. So,
what does that do? Because so this is the first pay-per-view effort from ECW. And so typically, if that happens nowadays in 2025, like good luck trying to get a crowd for a second.
Produced a show this bad.
Exactly, right? So what does that do?
AEW basically is this with better production.
Yep. So they can hide a lot of it. ECW can't hide a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is the more I watch ECW, A, the more I hate it and destroys its legacy a bit for me. And B, the more I hate Paul Heyman and everything that he takes credit for early in his career.
Right.
And I'm starting to understand why he says he only lives for the future. He doesn't ever look back on the past. It's because if you do look back on the past, you find all the holes in his bullshit like Swiss cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Paul is a carny. He's a perfect carny. He's the example of a carny.
Yes,
we'll never know the truth on what happened out of these deals because Paul will take a lot of this stuff to his grave, I think. And then, on top of that, it's going to be really difficult, I think, to get any sort of a true storyline out of what happened with a lot of these things, right? So
it doesn't matter. All you know is that Paul Heyman is a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a carny. I mean, remember WrestleMania 17? There was reports that Tommy Dreamer actually did consider shooting him at that event.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He even brought the gun to the ring.
And this is all was confirmed by who? Paul
Dreamer
Heyman,
said
right?
it. Dreamer said it.
Oh, Dreamer said it.
Yep. Tommy's admitted it.
Yeah.
He was mad because Paul owed him money. Like Paul lied to Tommy his whole ECW life.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tommy, what do you think about this match right now? It's going on. Don't talk to me right now. I need to focus on shooting Paul in the face.
But then Tommy gets a job not even 2 or 3 months later with WWF, so I guess everything was fine. So,
yeah.
So, whatever.
What is what now?
It is what it is. Yeah. So, we gave that and that stuff. So,
we're talking about Hogan or SummerSlam or what?
Yeah, we can
do a hodgepodge.
We can do hodgepodge. Yes. So this is you know what, Morehouse? Well, we're going to make this a permanent thing when you're on for sure. This will be Morehouse's hodgepodge, brought to you by Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited. So there we go. Where we talk about some our thoughts on current day stuff and a hodgepodge of everything. And because it's been summer and because our schedules have been all over the place, and you got all of us in the same room for once here and that stuff, we can catch up on a lot of things that have been happening. First, we'll talk about the biggest news to come out of the wrestling industry and that stuff over the summer, of course, was the passing of Hulk Hogan. And his legacy is that of one that's really complicated, of course, in the business and across everything. I think somebody said it best, and that's my take on it, is you mourn for the loss of the character, but not necessarily for the loss of the man.
And that's exactly how I've been looking at Hulk. Yeah. Hulk, the character Hulk Hogan has been a big wrestler in my life ever since I was a little boy. I would have Halloween photos dressed up as Hulk Hogan as a kid.
Right.
I grew up as a Hulkamaniac. So, and then when I came back into wrestling, that's when Hollywood Hogan was going on. So that drew me in. Again, he was at the focal point. So he's always been involved in my wrestling life. So it's hard to push that aside. But then Terry, the person, is a completely different person than Hulk Hogan, the character. And we separate movies and actors all the time. We just don't do it for wrestling. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Oh, I forgot to do this. I'm going to tell the Undertaker to rest in peace. And
I'm going to disagree with you there. I'm going to disagree with you a little bit.
Okay, go for it.
So Bill Cosby completely ruined his legacy, as the TV dad and the idol that he was with that character of, Mr. Huxtable on the Cosby Show and everything. Mm-hmm. It's ruined. It's tainted. Mm-hmm. You can't look at that show the same. You don't get the same laughs that you used to. You're judging him like it's done. And for me, that's kind of what happened with Hulk Hogan here. It's like, yeah, me too. Grew up a Hulkamaniac. He was the first of my wrestling heroes, all that kind of stuff. And when he became went on a racist tirade and then became a MAGA Trump dude, that Hulk Hogan character for me died a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And all that's left was Terry Bollea running around with Hulkamania shirts being a complete moron. Mm. And hey man, nothing tarnishes legacy like time. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. And living to destroy your own
That's right.
Reputation. So I mean, I'm not
because the crimes of Bill Cosby and Hulk Hogan are completely different in a way, but they both impact people. Absolutely,
they both impact people.
Yeah.
For Cosby, it was impacting specific women that he. For Hogan, it was
entire.
All
it was
colored
a race.
people.
Yeah. It was a race. It was a race of people he attacked.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, it's not just that race of people; it's any race of people.
Yep.
Being in a position of power and using that basically as
and then he signed on with a very mega fearing place and promoted beer with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is
And
his
also
final legacy is going to be a crappy, shitty light beer. So,
and also made Black, Native American, and Indian racist remarks against Kamala Harris while on his Trump tour.
Which may or may have not, and this will be the farthest that I'd want to get with politics or anything like that. Which may or may have not, which may or may have not contributed to Donald Trump's victory. We don't know, but
probably not. It probably had nothing to do with it.
But
it's just somebody who's just tagging on to the coattails of somebody who's going to go win something big.
Right.
But to do it, you had to just completely throw on a what the hell is the name of that Southern flag?
The Confederate
flag.
Stars and Bars.
Yeah, the Stars and Bars. To throw on one of those.
Free bird.
Fuck.
Not even the actual Confederate flag, too.
No. It's just whatever the modern conception of whatever.
Mr. Craig, what are your thoughts of Mr. Hulk Hogan's passing?
Yes.
Well, here's where I differ a little bit. Not
okay.
In the sense of, both of you guys saying you grew up Hulkamaniacs. I didn't. Now I got into wrestling later, a bit younger. I didn't watch Hulkamania. I didn't see the red and yellow Slam 100 the Giant. That was before my time.
Who was your big guy?
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold. Okay, so your attitude era.
It came around 97, 98.
Yeah. Okay. Stone Cold Rock.
Fair enough. Yep.
I like
Undertaker,
King.
Yeah.
Those are the guys I really, when I was younger, I really looked up to them. Or he who must not be named from Edmonton.
Gotcha. Well, we're biased here. I think we all at one time, got on that.
I was at that backlash.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Do you mean Chris Benoit?
Oh yeah, him.
Oh yeah,
that guy.
Well,
I forgot all about him.
Yeah.
You live in the city. It's hard to, it's easy to forget about him. Absolutely.
I watch that Hard Knocks documentary every year around Christmas time, and I don't know why it's around Christmas time, but I have to pop it in every year.
Why do you keep
I don't know.
it?
I just watch it.
Why have you ever watched it in the first? What is the matter with you?
Anyways, I can absolutely appreciate the impact that Hulk Hogan did. I was always laughing at Hulk Hogan because, honestly, more so than wrestling, I remember Hulk Hogan more from watching him on the Suburban Commando commercials that were in front of the VHS tapes. I bet you want to pound my face.
Take a seat. I said take a seat.
Right. Well, that's real funny. So
I was frozen today.
Absolutely cannot give credit to the impact that the character had in wrestling. But much like Cosby, I mean, yes, it was impacted on those specific women, but it was also affecting women everywhere because a lot of women go talk to women about times that they've been harassed or assaulted by men. And so it resonates with a lot more than just the victims. And so it's the same thing with Hogan. It's not so much necessarily what and for some people it is exactly what he said and did. But for some people it's just like, I remember a time in my life when somebody like that said a slur or something like that to me. And he's kind of like it's like he's just participating in that. And I mean, honestly, coming back, his last appearance on Raw, having he almost being a bit of like a, I want to say like a clout chaser or like a hype chaser, attaching to a cart. He's a bandwagoner in many ways.
He's exactly like Kid Rock, those type of people.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna show up on Raw and you're gonna hawk your shitty beer, and the fans see right through it. They're like, "We think you're a dick. We think you're a bigot.
And your beer
and you
sucks.
come out here, like your beer sucks, and you come out here and he's on a podcast or something. After that, he's just like, "Well, hey, brother, I haven't been in LA for a long time. They still know me as Hollywood Hogan." I'm like, "Do you think this is a work? They think kayfabe is still attached. Like they think he's a villain. He's boo him.
Yeah.
Like no, they're like, oh, fuck off. Like don't come out here
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
The Hogan lies.
If you showed
Hogan lies are hilarious.
Yes.
If he like maybe did something to like work on sensitive, like talk to people, like talk to like because it sucks because it's like don't burden people. Like go up to somebody like they've always said like Booker T is really big into like black issues and stuff like that. Like, but don't burden Booker to like educate you to be better.
Right.
You should just be better.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like if he would have done something to like work on himself and like improve, and then like I don't think he would have been booed. But I think it's just he just kind of is just lies and it's ego. And I don't know if I think Ty, you even told me this once years ago. You're like Terry Bollea doesn't know how to be Terry Bollea.
That's right.
He's kind of like Flair in a sense where it's just like he doesn't know how to be Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Anymore.
He's probably it's probably exactly like the movie The Wrestler.
Yeah.
But he has money.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's so there's definitely sadness to it.
When
I think of Hulk Hogan's passing, I think it's just sad because also this summer, one of my personal heroes, the godfather of heavy metal, Ozzy
passing, yes.
And you want to talk about going out the right way.
Mm-hmm.
That show in Birmingham,
Villa Park, have wrote a better ending to Ozzy's life.
God.
Yes, absolutely.
Villa Park, Austin Villa, Birmingham, the birthplace of British heavy metal, influenced by Southern blues music.
Sold out probably about 50 thou, I think. Something like that they were saying. Yeah.
And he's out there.
A reunion show,
You got so many people out there. So many guys come in and do tributes, and then he still goes out there. He's sitting down. He's got Parkinson's, he can barely stand, and he's out there still singing War Pigs. And you're like, oh. And then a couple weeks later, after like this great kind of, there it is, Black Sabbath show, back to the beginning, he goes.
Yeah.
And everybody is throwing flowers and crying because the Ozman cometh and went. It's like that's legacy right there.
Yeah. Well, that's storybook. There'll be a movie about that one day. Like, that's the thing.
Wait a minute. Ozzy's gonna main event? That doesn't work for me, brother.
That's and then 2 days later, Hulk Hogan goes.
Yeah, and it's so to me, it's like, definitely you could say it's sad, the character and the legacy, and whether you were, looking back on your Hulkamaniac days kind of fondly, like Morehouse, or almost maybe more bittersweet. Is that the right word? TL? I don't know, but
I think so. I think it's more.
I don't know where the sweet is. I just see bitter.
Bitter. Hey, but bitter. There you go.
Yeah,
it's like it's still. I think it's sad, but because you think that it could have been a lot better, but the guy, he's flawed, and I just kind of. It's almost like all right, that happened. He's gone.
Yeah, where you're saying Ozzy was able to put away a lot of his past before he left. He was able to wrap that bow. Hulk didn't get that opportunity. Hulk just passed. He didn't get to say, his apology tour or showcase like, hey guys, I messed up type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's basically where somebody is portrayed as a hero pretty much all your life, and then he goes out as a complete piece of shit instead of going out as a hero.
Right.
Yeah. He went out as Homelander.
It's a tragedy. It's a Shakespearean tragedy.
Yeah, it is.
Arc.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's that for sure.
That's that for Hogan.
So that's obviously been the biggest news in the wrestling industry, and that's rightfully so. It's been like that over the summer. Throughout the summer, though, there's been little just idiosyncrasy type weird news that's been kind of trickling through, throughout. Like, well, I guess we'll start with the two WWE PLEs that have taken place on, in the span of us going away. I thought the second Evolution was okay, but it kind of came off weird to me. Like, I mean, it just kind of came off kind of disjointed at times.
I didn't check it out. Sorry.
It was very rushed and thrown together.
Yeah.
But the main event was spectacular.
Yeah. No, the main event was obviously match of the night, and I thought it was great. But
maybe match of the year.
Okay.
Maybe. There's still a lot of year left.
Yeah.
But that was fantastic. But it was pretty slapped together.
Yeah.
It didn't feel special like the first one.
And the 2 night SummerSlam Do we
And I
go
watched,
back?
sorry, there was another event during that AEW was on the same night.
Nah.
I was actually watching I was actually watching the AEW show that night.
Oh, okay. But the
WWE
2-night SummerSlam, I honestly think they just padded a bunch of matches to make it 2 nights, because there was a lot of matches on night 1 that if you could have just went with the matches on night 2 and then maybe move, say, the world title match from night 1 to night 2, I think you could have had all those matches on night 2 and a world title match.
Okay, hold on. I'm pulling it up.
Okay, go for it.
We're doing this. This is happening.
If we were scoring out of 10 on the nights, I would have gave night 1 maybe a 5 out of 10. I would have gave night 2 maybe like an 8.
Before we talked about SummerSlam, there was some major development in storylines. John Cena, who has been vilified and healed for the last 6 months, has decided to be like, sorry guys, I'm actually a good guy.
Yeah,
and he was a good guy.
They waved a history eraser button, and it's like, here you go, click. Oh, he's a face again. Okay.
Yeah.
So
sorry guys, I wasn't actually evil.
So the Hulk Hogan-esque heel run of John Cena only lasts about 4 or 5 months until they're like, yeah, that doesn't work for us anymore. All right, Cena's back at some face.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna run this down.
Okay.
Here's what I want.
Okay.
Nothing with details. Nothing expanded.
Oh, so we're doing rapid fire.
We're doing rapid. I just want some. I want a blurb.
Okay.
Craig, I know you didn't watch it. All you have to give me is, would you go back and watch this, or is this a yes or a no? Does the sound of this interest you? Here we go. Night 1. 21 minutes and 10 seconds tag match. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso defeat Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
No.
TV match. So no.
I liked it.
All right.
Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss defeat Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez of the Judgment Day for the Women's Tag Team Championships in 13 minutes and 30 seconds.
No.
Yes.
I'm leaning more towards yes on that one.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Singles match, 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Sami Zayn defeats Karrion Kross in what would be his final match in the company.
Well, we think it might be, but
we don't know for right now.
I'm gonna go no.
No, because that could have been on TV. But anyway,
it was a good match. In 7 minutes, Tiffany Stratton defends her women's WWE Championship against Jade Cargill by pinfall.
Again, you're not asking if it's a good match. You're asking if I'd ever rewatched the match. That's the question you gave me. So the question here is no.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm going to side no there because I know they'll refeed it to us in about 6 months' time.
It was also not a great match.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't
Cargill
bad.
had that mess up with the pin.
Yeah. It was, like we were talking about Taz and Sabu earlier.
That's exactly what I was going to say. This
is like Sabu. The start of what could be something better.
It could be Taz and Sabu, yeah.
17 very long minutes in a tag match. Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul defeat Randy Orton and Jelly Roll.
No.
No, I don't like celebrity gimmick matches much.
This actually wasn't bad.
Jelly
Roll took a good shit kicking, and he did the whole Terry Funk come back to the match after they took him off on a stretcher.
Forever.
So yeah.
Forever.
For the World Heavyweight Championship in 30 minutes and 20 seconds, CM Punk defeats Gunther by pinfall clean.
Okay, yes.
I
would go back.
I won't rewatch it, no.
It's a great match to rewatch.
Yeah,
that's also
I have that short I have that shortlisted as one of my matches of the year. I thought it was a great match.
And by surprise, that I liked. And by surprise, in his celebration, it is cut short by Seth Rollins, who takes off the crutches and brace, cashes in Money in the Bank, and wins the title from CM Punk in 10 seconds.
Saw it coming a mile away.
That's all he's got is that damn song.
Yeah.
He sucks at everything else.
I would rewatch it, but that's because I'm a Seth Rollins fan. So
it's probably going to set up Rollins Punk for
Mania. I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's a long-term plan there. So
for me, night 1 is a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Not bad, not great.
Yeah.
5 out of 10. Like I said, I wouldn't rewatch any of it, but it was fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still. What did I initially say? It was like
you said 4? 5 out of 10.
I said 5. Okay,
yeah.
I'll say with 5 then.
Okay, night 2. Here we go. Naomi beats Rhea Ripley and Io Sky in the triple threat women's match. 16 minutes 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. because I'd actually rewatch that match because that was a surprise ending. I didn't think it was going to go that way. I like to surprise her.
House?
I already said yes.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you at all.
He said yes at the same time as Frazier. That's why.
Oh, I see. Okay. Match 2, 6-pack tag team TLC match, 16 minutes. Oh my God.
No.
The White Six, Andrade and Phoenix, DIY, Fraxium, Motor City Machine Guns, and the Street Profits.
That's the match you can cut and move to night one. You can take that one out and put the world title match from night one in that spot.
I would say, I'll say no. This is AEW. Get out of here.
Yeah, that was a terrible AEW kind of match. And so is this one. In 25 goddamn minutes, Becky Lynch defeats Lyra Valkyria for the Intercontinental Women's Championship.
Worst match of the night, no.
Absolutely.
I would say no.
No, because again, there was better. So
Steel cage match for the U.S. title. Solo Sikoa defeats Jacob Fatu by escaping the cage in 12 minutes and 40 seconds.
One of the worst cage matches, no.
Yeah, this did not translate very well, so no.
In 10 minutes for the men's Intercontinental Championship, Dominic Mysterio defeats AJ Styles.
I love Dominic.
Yeah. Yes.
I
think they're cooking with something there with Dominic. I think he's going to be. They're building up something big for him for Mania for next year. I think so.
And finally, in the street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship, in 37 minutes and 45 seconds, Cody Rhodes defeats John Cena by pinfall.
When your eyes popped out of your head there, when you're reading the time off, your screen froze. That's always so exciting. Basically,
it's like an Iron Man street
this
fight.
Match not only gets a yes, but this match I would put on a John Cena compilation tape.
So you know what? If there was the DVD sets and that stuff, then yes, absolutely. This one, like, you're going to rewatch it. Yes, obviously you're going to rewatch it. But
I think it's one of Cena's top matches he's ever had.
Yeah,
except he looked really old and slow.
Yeah, but you're going to get that now. That's the thing.
And I hated some of the spots that they put up, like where he carries Cody up the elevator shaft where he does the entrance.
That was just for a photo.
It's so dumb.
All right, so out of 10, what are we giving night 2?
8.
Honestly, respectfully, a 5.
5 for TL, 8 for Morehouse. What did I give it? I gave it an 8. I think I was along Morehouse's lines. So yeah, I'll stick with an 8.
I like night 1 better.
I like night 2 better.
I like night 2
except
better.
Becky and Lyra. Becky and Lyra can just go away.
Them and the TLC
thing can go. The ladder match,
too much garbage.
Like I said,
and the steel cage match. In fact, nothing was good except the opening match and the finishing match, and then Brock Lesnar comes out at the end.
Yes.
Also, why did they do 2 street fights back to back?
Yes.
Much?
Why? Why were the 2 street
Why
fights?
was every night on Why was every match on night 2 a gimmick match? It was like, It was like Memphis gimmick night or whatever.
Exactly. That's why I didn't like night 2 at all. It was very AEW.
Yeah, the only normal match was Dom.
You're right about A. It wasn't AEW. It was AWA.
Nice.
They used to do gimmick matches all the time for their.
You know what I'm happy about? We got through SummerSlam. Woo! Efficient.
Yes. Woohoo! There we go.
And it was terrible.
It wasn't terrible.
Overall, mine averages out to a 5.5 for SummerSlam.
I would rather watch SummerSlam than Mania. I'd rather watch this again than Mania.
I don't remember Mania.
I think between the two, I'd rather watch Mania than SummerSlam. But
you'd rather see Travis Scott slowly walk to the ring for an hour.
Yeah,
that's one thing.
Yeah,
it ruined the entire main event.
Yeah,
it did.
At least Travis Scott walked out to the ring into the crowd, and he didn't have anybody die.
Every time he said "fiend," he took a step forward. So it's like "fiend, fiend, 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 fiend."
Oh my lord! Stop. I can't hear those words anymore.
I was at a baseball game in the Edmonton area here, and there was a group of, like, I want to say maybe about 10 or 12-year-old kids who played baseball. They're all in their baseball uniforms and stuff like that, whatever, sitting below me. And the PA, just in between innings, started playing Fiend, and these kids were just bopping it along and singing with it. And I was like, oh my God, this generation's doomed.
Well, they don't have wrestling to ruin that song for them, really.
That's true, yes.
It's just a vibe for them.
It's
for us,
a vibe,
it's like, stop playing the song.
But
Also, speaking of SummerSlam,
kind of cool. They were
celebrities,
kind of rocking back for them. Fiend.
how was
Like that.
Cardi
It was
B at hosting SummerSlam this year?
oh my
Awful. She only
god.
came out and did one thing. She got a pop by saying Randy Orton, and then she left.
She left. Yeah.
And
That's
she was
the
a
right.
two-night host.
No, she wasn't. She was a one-night host.
Pay
One
me
night
by.
host only?
She was not in night 2 at all.
No, but she was advertised as a two-night host.
She didn't do it.
There you go. Nice. So, all right. So we hit on that. We hit on this. AEW, is there really anything to say other than, okay, Hangman's champion? Great. Now let's see what happens with it. That's it.
I still don't know why you're a Seth Rollins fan. I'm just saying.
Because he looks like Waluigi.
He sounds like Waluigi.
Yes.
He has the worst promos I've ever heard. He's not interesting. He's got like that Triple H thing when he does his promos where you just want to turn it off. I don't want to listen to a word he ever has to say. He's annoying. His gimmick sucks. All he's got is a theme song.
By the way, I've gotten past the point of Triple Mania where they did the Battle Royal for the Bardol Cup or whatever it was, and they had Cybernetical walk out, and Cybernetical looks like what Seth Rollins will look like in about 30 years' time.
Wait, does that mean it's cybernetic go?
Is that the same one from? Is that the same one from WWF in '97?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the old guy with that couldn't move his knees at all or anything in the ring. Looked very rigid in there. So,
speaking of rigid, what's next on the docket here, Kellen?
Well, we did that. Is there anything else random we want to hit on? Probably not.
Please, Craig, anything?
Craig's got nothing.
Craig, buddy, say something.
So
it's been too long.
This would be the point in the show where we kind of tee up what we got upcoming here next, and
we've got 3 minutes.
We're facing a bit of a dilemma. So I think what we're going to do here, as the producer / host of this extravaganza for Nitro Take Live, it's TL's pick here coming up next.
All right.
Are you staying with your initial pick? Is my first question.
Yes, we are staying with Over the Edge.
We're going Over the Edge 1999. Okay.
Yep.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do that as the original trio. So it'll be myself, you, and Fraser doing that show. I'm sorry,
no
Fraser.
Morehouse?
You're coming along on the ride.
I won't do it just out of the respect for the Hart family.
Mm-hmm. So what myself and Morehouse are going to do instead is we are nearing 200 subscribers. We had a little show that went almost semi-viral on his channel about 3 years ago or so called Would They Have Had a Shot? Looking at an old Royal Rumble and basically looking at the field of the Rumble and trying to figure out, okay, who actually had a shot at the main event at WrestleMania that year. We did that for the 2001 Rumble. I will pitch to you, Morehouse, that we do the same thing for a second episode. However, we do it with the 1997 Royal Rumble from San Antonio, Texas.
One of my all-time favorites. I'm fine with that.
Let's do that then. So I got a couple of shows coming up.
See, if you were going to do that, I was going to say World War III, 97.
Well, you know what? Your turn in the rotation's coming up, so maybe save that one for your turn.
We're going to do WCW, I think. Yeah.
Well, we'll do a World War III. Yeah, absolutely. But what we'll do is upcoming here is the original core 3, as I like to call ourselves here. Myself, TL, and Craig P. Fraser will do Over the Edge 1999. We'll kind of take a look at that. That's kind of an important night, obviously, in wrestling history and that stuff. So we're going to take a look at that and kind of see what happens. I want to see what the quality of the show. I'm curious to see what the quality of the show is before the incident, to see what sort of vibe the show was kind of trending towards, because I can't remember honestly because of all that happened. Right? Was it trending to be a good vibe? Were the matches good up until the incident, or was it kind of a fair to Midland kind of at that point?
I kind of already watched it, so I got to watch it again now because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
I would imagine that before the incident, everybody was walking to the ring like this. And then after the entrance, everybody was walking to the ring like this.
A little quicker.
Yeah. Trying to get in and out. If you haven't had your coffee.
This is the one time where the wrestlers are like, guys, you got 19 minutes. No, can we have 12?
Can we have 12? Can we have 10? Like honestly, our thing just needs to go 5, and we'll be happy. Get the heck out of Dodge, right? So
I just can't even try to imagine going out there and trying to entertain these people when most people in that arena were probably also sitting there like,
yeah. See, this is the thing, Morehouse. Even though you won't watch it, I kind of want you in on the discussion.
I could be on the discussion. I just won't watch it. That's I have.
And you know what? That's fair. If you don't want to watch it,
Fair
you don't
enough.
want to watch it.
But
More.
more.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I still want you on the discussion though,
I
because
could be on discussion. Yeah.
okay, let's do that.
We'll do it that way. But I still want to do the.
I just don't want to see
because
it. That's all. Yeah.
You don't have to, because you're just going to hear our reports of it.
Yep.
And then you could be like,
The would they have had a shot is kind of unfinished business that myself and Morehouse had, because the first one was so like it's almost past 30,000 views on the channel. And if you haven't had a chance to watch it or listen to it, it's a great 2 hours of banter and fantasy booking and stuff like that. And so I can't wait to do that with the 97 field there, because of the one reason. And Morehouse, we'll get into it in the show and that stuff, is they don't have a full roster at all. This is the one Royal Rumble where they had to actually book in wrestlers to fill the 30 spots.
It's a mini CMLL WWE pay-per-view.
And Terry Funk. And Terry Funk.
Was he Terry Funk or Chainsaw Charlie?
No. This is full Funk University Terry Funk.
Nice.
Just fresh before going back to ECW to do this event we watched today.
That's right.
Oh,
he had just announced his return, or just announced his return.
He just had his match with Bret Hart a month or two ago.
Yeah.
I'm not booked. I'm not going to be there, Terry. I'm not booked.
Wow.
Dennis Stamp, yes.
Okay, but I still want you on the discussion of that one.
Yeah, I could be on the discussion, like I said.
Okay, done deal. You just like Craig, you don't have to watch it.
Oh, great!
What happened at the pay-per-view?
No, Stu. No.
What happened there, Tiger?
Oh no! Oh god! You already kind of
the disclaimer is going to be fun to write for that one. I can tell you that much. The disclaimer off the beginning of the show. I haven't figured out yet what I want to necessarily say, but we'll figure something out. So.
Yes, we will. And when are we going to attempt to do this?
It'll be in September, so we'll try and get that going by then, because we still got a couple more weeks, and you got probably like Craig. You probably got like a Dark Ascension thing coming up, right?
We have our game coming up. Not this coming weekend, but next weekend, the 30th, 31st. And then we have a game on the 20th in September.
DarkAscensionLARP.com. You look at it right there, and that's the website to go find out.
Fight me.
He's got a promo right now.
No, I will not.
I like your promo, Craig. Simple.
Come fight me.
Come fight me.
and if you have an email for Mr. Fraser, this is his email address. You can get him at gmail@craigfraser.com.
Took me a second, but I like it. Also, if you do come to Dark Ascension event on the long weekend, you'll get to hear me do basically a barbarian that sounds like Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. I've decided on my accent, and I'm just going to walk up to people with a horned helmet and be like, "Do you fear death?"
I kind of don't want to tell you about this, but
you can.
Well, now
there's a guy on social media who's from Scotland, and he's black, and he has a Scottish accent.
That's great.
And people have been calling him Drew Blackentire.
I think he has a gimmick going.
I mean, it's clever.
Is he a player hater too?
I mean, if he's in on it, then great.
He's not really in on it. He just happens to be Scottish with the real Scottish accent, who just happens to be black.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. I can vibe with that.
It's like somebody like a black person from North America goes over there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll go talk to that guy." Yeah. What do you do, coming out here?
That's what he sounds like.
You're like, what?
Yo, man, what you talking about?
Did you get like your brain swapped from Get Out or something? Like, what?
He got Scottish Get Out. That's hilarious.
Go on, I'll be really fast.
Except out there they call it haggis.
That would work because the meat does go into the sack.
There you go.
Oh, love it.
They boil it. It's delicious. I had a haggis burger when I was in Edinburgh. Absolutely.
Haggis is delicious. I've had it too. It's not bad.
Well,
Love
spicy.
it. There we go. Yes,
it's pretty good. Not bad.
So, yeah. Anyways, so Craig, we see your blue sky. That's probably the best way to reach you if you want to talk to him.
Yeah, if you want to talk to me, I'll check it every now and then get depressed and turn it off. So if you want to say hi, I guess, go ahead.
If you are watching and you have a show idea that we should watch, you can email it to us at nitromaniactv@gmail.com. It does not have to be all in caps. That's just all the way it is. If you go normal type, you can still email. That's fine. The only ground rules we have is basically you have to provide a link to the streaming service it's on and or let us know what streaming service it's on.
How do we watch it? How are we going to watch it?
Yeah, how are we going to watch it? And then other than that, it's pretty much fair game. That's it.
No, I thought it can't be anything newer.
Oh, that's right. It can't be anything newer than what was our year again? I always forget that. What's
Me
our
too.
year?
I think it's when WCW dies.
Okay, so
2001.
It'll be March 2001, I think, would be the cutoff then if that's the case. So if you
we broke it once for an 05.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
okay.
We broke it 3 times actually.
We did. Yeah. Okay, nothing newer than 07.
That works.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
An 18-year rule.
If it post-states the John Cena Kevin Federline match on Monday Night Raw, then it's a no-go.
Which means you can still see the live sex celebration, guys.
That was on Raw. It doesn't count.
That was something. The live sex.
Did you see Lita's titty?
Nope. No, you did not.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
You guys are arguing over cheap thrills, man.
Yes, you do.
You see Edge at half-mast.
If in the original off-air of the show, they went and they censored a completely random bit, and then when they came back, the cover was off of Lita and she had titty. So
it was a terrible thing.
It was bad. It was a bad idea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think about wraps us up.
So that's about that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. If you want to find out anything happening with the channel, float or subscribe at tinyurl.com/Nitromaniac TV. That's the big thing. Also, like I said, I'm going to check right now. We might have passed 200 subscribers during this show. Let's see. Nope, still at 199. So we are one subscriber away from 200. So if you subscribe now, you will be number 200.
I know how to get it.
Oh, okay.
Tell us, Mr. Ventura, what you think of this 199 subscribers.
Well, if you want to go over to 200 subscribers, and then Nitromaniac TV will be able to fill an ECW show with their subscribers. So if you want to subscribe, you click the button that says subscribe. That's what my children have told me about the internet. I don't know because I don't have the internet out where I live in the Baja. I don't have any internet out there. I've got a weak radio transmission signal that I've been able to create with bamboo and palm fronds. And there I've been able to construct a device that captures radio electric energy, unlike Tower 7. That's how I get a phone line. You can leave me a voicemail and I'll respond infrequently.
Well, tell us this, Alex Jones, about Tower 7. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I mean, the fucking frog's gay.
That's what they did.
Excuse me, I'm getting pissed.
And one last flash reaction from you, Drew McIntyre.
It's always just about the color of my skin. What you doing?
Well, with that, I think we're done. Yes. Well, thank you guys for joining us. And thank you, subscribers, for checking us out. And if you're just watching, thank you for watching here on Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited. We'll talk to you next time when we're either talking rebooking the 97 Royal Rumble and taking a look at who could actually go into a very interesting WrestleMania 13 later that year, or maybe the darkest day in wrestling history. It's two extremes here, folks. There's no middle ground here coming up. That's just what we're doing. So for myself, for Frazier, for Mr. TL, and for Morehouse, it's Kellen Nitro. See ya and happy wrestling watching.
Drew McIntyre.
You got the little man, you got the big man, and you got the bigger man.